This is Goals with Soul, the podcast for visionary coaches and entrepreneurs, building your business with inspired action. In alignment with your mission and authentic message, so you can create impact for your soul clients and feel lit up every day. I'm your host, Jo Ingram, married mum of 3 daughters from London and a former ad agency director turned business coach and strategist. In Goals with Soul, we blend revenue generation with energetics, marketing strategies with pranic healing, and ambitious business goals with our soul's desires. If you're looking to build your business with less efforting and more ease, this is the podcast for you. Let's dive in. Welcome to Goals with Soul. I'm Joanna Ingram, and today we're talking about top manifesting secrets for overthinking high achievers. Now, ever since The Secret was published back in 2006, the world has gone crazy for the law of attraction and manifesting, utilizing the power of thought and energy to create a desired reality. Except a core group of high achievers feels excluded from the manifesting club. I've experienced this myself, and it is so frustrating. Have you ever felt that even though you're a real driven individual and you're super bright and motivated, that you dedicate yourself to hard work and you absorb copious volumes of law of attraction literature and programs, but manifesting in practice still seems beyond your reach? Well, it doesn't have to be. There are critical secrets to manifesting that when you're stuck in your head, they can help you, even if you've tried before and failed. And that's what we're talking about today. Now, the most accepted definition of the law of attraction is like attracts like. Whatever you give your emotional energy and attention to is what will come back to you. So says lawofattraction.com. Now, it's compelling and it's tantalizing. It's such a great promise. And it has many people from all walks of life exploring spirituality and energy, often for the first time. Excitement around manifesting reached a crescendo during the pandemic as new audiences online were drawn into the promise of turning thought into reality. And as a result, it became a significant trend on social media. GQ magazine reported that the hashtag manifestation has topped over 8 million posts. However, the trend has left many people feeling disenfranchised from the concept as they try and fail to create dream lives following the much touted visualization route. And it's created a backlash in the press that calls the law of attraction grotesque. Now let's talk about winning and losing at manifesting. As a self-confessed overthinker, I've been on both sides of the manifesting fence, creating almost impossible results that surprised and delighted me, as well as struggling to understand why others were striving forward with their manifesting success, while I watched from the sidelines, confused and frustrated. Even though I didn't consciously subscribe to the law of attraction methods, in 2004, at the age of 29, I set about finding a route to having more children, despite the traumatic delivery of my first daughter, which resulted in near death and an emergency hysterectomy. 7 years later, in January 2011, despite having no previous knowledge, connections, or resources to draw on, we welcomed our twin daughters with the help of a Californian surrogate and travelled 11,000 miles from London to meet them for the first time. In retrospect, I had deployed the typical manifesting strategies to bring about that outcome, stepping forward with 100% trust and fervently visualizing the successful end result. I was living as though my vision were already true, and I bought 2 sets of booties before we even conceived the twins. So when I lost my job at the start of the pandemic in 2020, I said goodbye to nearly 2 decades as an advertising agency director in complete trust that the universe had my back and was leading me in the right direction. A few months later, I set up as a business coach and brand strategist, and I started signing my first clients. As a prolific reader, I dived into many books on the law of attraction and manifesting as a way to develop my nascent business. From classics like Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill and Ask and It Is Given by Abraham Hicks, to the more modern interpretations, such as Get Rich, Lucky Bitch, Denise Duffield Thomas, and You Are a Badass at Making Money by Jen Sincero. I lapped up the advice. Finally, I intellectually decided that I will do that. I will manifest. And so what are the basic tenets of Manifesting 101? Well, the simplest form of following the law of attraction follows a few key steps. Number 1, you create your reality, so you must vibrate at a matching high frequency to attract your desires. 2, to attract specific results, you must visualize them frequently and passionately. Create a vision board or start journaling. 3, be specific about your goals. So if you want money, how much? And 4, practice gratitude and meditate. Now, while all these manifesting aspects hold true, anyone who has struggled to bring about their desired reality will attest that more than these steps alone is needed to create magic. And overthinkers, who are intent on achievement and prone to burnout, frequently fall short of their manifestation goals. Although I duly journaled and I was specific about what I wanted, the more I tried to elevate my business results this way, the more discouraged I became. Finally, never doubting the truth that we are all energy and everything is available to all of us, I concluded that I was the problem. I just wasn't any good at manifesting. So I discovered how to align the law of attraction as an overthinker and found that there are specific ways to successfully unlock the much lauded magnetic results. And I'm going to share those with you now. So what do overthinkers, well rather what must overthinkers do to manifest? And this has come through my own experience. I'm really excited to share this with you. First up, practice unattachment. High achievers are wedded to the idea of successful outcomes. And if the results are not met, feelings of self-doubt and inadequacy can arise. To avoid this fear of failure, many high achievers effort more with longer hours at their laptops and sacrifice time with their families and their hobbies, believing that success will follow if they simply work harder. Unfortunately, they frequently hold on too tight and want it so much that it hurts. This efforting is a big turn-off for the law of attraction. The fear of it not working out creates an energetic repulsion that pushes the desired outcome further out of reach. The simple truth is that to manifest, you must first let it go. It was made real for me during the summer of discontent in my marriage, where I'd walk through the woods chewing on what had been said, stewing on my fears of what might happen. Finally, my anxiety got to an insufferable point where I had no choice but to surrender and let go, deciding that it was no longer my job to influence my partner. Instead, my job was to look after my own vibration and find ways to raise my energy, independent of the gritty reality around me. I was unattached to the outcome, which was making him change, and focused instead on enjoying the present, the warm summer sunshine, the sound of the breeze in the trees, and the smell of the dried grass. As a driven and type A woman, this presence was a new experience. And incredibly, my dream result manifested. Our marriage grew stronger and we moved forward together, with my husband even crediting my change of approach to helping him shift his position. By staying unattached, the energy of this situation aligned with my vision and I created my desired reality. Second up, banish obligation and increase joy. Now, high achievers believe in taking action. The problem is that not all actions are created equal, and frequent actions born of obligation will send the wrong signals to the universe. As someone that's experienced burnout, only 6 months into my new business, I know firsthand how taking unaligned action can work against you. Up to my eyeballs in admin, marketing, copywriting, podcast creating, networking, and client meetings, I was forced to stop and reassess. When you do tasks within your zone of genius that bring you joy, you emit a frequency that vibrates in alignment with more of the same. And when you do tasks out of obligation, whether that's helping a needy friend again for the 10th time she asks, or doing work admin for hours a day, you simply call in more of that. To manifest more of what you want, you need to do more of what you desire now. So I started to shift my calendar away from obligation tasks towards more aligned uses of my time, including more yoga and woodland walks. And in fact, this week I'm starting spinning at the pottery wheel classes. Within my business, I started delegating tasks that are outside my zone of genius. So I wasn't having to do those tasks that I felt obligated to do. And instead, I increased the frequency of face-to-face meetings and presentations, situations that made me feel alive and add value to others. As a result, more opportunities opened up to me as if by magic, and I didn't have to rely on meditation alone to achieve them. And thirdly, rewrite your stories. Intelligent and motivated overthinkers tend to have a negativity bias, taking failure personally, worrying about the future, not feeling proud of their accomplishments as they strive ever onward towards the next goal. Does that sound familiar? I know it does to me. And getting stuck in negative stories results from limiting beliefs such as, I haven't got enough time, or it's too hard to do this, which instantly block the vibration of manifesting. The first step is acknowledging negative stories and allowing for a reframe to take place. Start by acknowledging that the creation of the negative stories is taking place, followed by playfully allowing new possibilities to emerge. Imagine if you could choose different thoughts, emotions, and beliefs to create different actions and choose to adopt them more frequently. For ingrained limiting beliefs, subconscious reprogramming and trauma release work can be very effective. As a new entrepreneur, I thought I had to teach only what I had learned in my corporate marketing world, instead of leaning into my growing passion for spirituality and energy work, even though I was a certified pranic healer and breathwork facilitator. I grappled with negative stories like, who am I to do this? Staying in the same frustrating pattern. When I faced those fears and I asked better questions, my courage grew. I introduced energetics and manifesting into my work, creating success not just for myself, but for my newly aligned clients too. And vitally, my joy and passion grew as I incorporated my spiritual mission within my business. And now, are you ready to manifest results? Manifesting your vision is available to everyone, overthinking high achievers included. However, it's not enough to know how to manifest. It needs to be action with ease. And ultimately, unlocking ease is a process that most people who are stuck in their heads just need to focus on more. Yes, do the meditations and the visioning, but back it up with vibrational actions that put the theory into practice by following the 3 steps I just talked about. 1, when holding on too tight to an outcome, take a step back and practice non-attachment. 2, when you get overwhelmed with all you must do, find the obligation points and replace as many of them as possible with joyful activities, both in and out of your work. And thirdly, when you do go down a negativity spiral, take a peek at what limiting beliefs are keeping you stuck and change your story with playful curiosity. Just know it's normal to flow in and out of high vibrations. And sometimes you'll be a magnet for what you want, and other times you'll need to go back to the key steps to find what it is that's blocking you. If you want to manifest your goals, the first step is to imagine you've already achieved the ability to bring your desires into that reality. Now, my work focuses on helping entrepreneurs, coaches, experts, and consultants to manifest their desires and express their most authentic purpose in their business. If that's you, I'm offering free magnetic messaging assessments. All you have to do is click the link in the show notes and fill in a short form, and I will personally put my eyes on your messaging and give you some actionable advice about how you become more magnetic to your clients. And if you are an overthinker and you've resonated deeply with what I've had to say on this episode today, I would love to share with you for free my future self-activation, a recorded meditation that has helped me and has helped clients to lift out of the belief that they cannot have what they want now and to create businesses that are aligned and joyful. To get your hands on that meditation, just DM me on Instagram with the word future self and I will share it with you there. Inspired action this week is, of course, to lean into joy in your business far more. Follow the steps. If you've enjoyed this episode, I would be so grateful if you could drop into your Apple Podcast app and leave a review. Hit that 5-star button. Tell me what you think. The reviews help this podcast spread so more people can hear it, and I'm so appreciative of the feedback. And so to your Inspired Action Week. Take care. Bye now.